So the CTR-IN program was established by the NIGMS to develop and increase research infrastructure capacity in the Mountain West region. We work with the junior faculty of these 13 Mountain West universities to assist them in furthering their career research interests. In many ways, we provide pilot grants, which are the equivalent of seed grant funding for much larger research projects that are likely to have a huge positive impact on the residents of their community.
So I work as a computational modeler primarily, so a big issue for me is being able to work with experimentalists and clinicians and take their data and use it to build models that we can use to actually analyze and understand injury and disease and those kinds of things. So having a network of people that are involved in the same kind of research but on complementary sides, so the folks that are running gate labs and collecting data and be able to take that and use it as part of this network is a huge bonus, and it's kind of essential for my kind of work.
I was one of the first recipients to receive a Visiting Scholars Exchange Award through the CTR-IN. Again, this is this piece about collaborations because I feel like I have some skill set in Indigenous health research, but I'm always constantly knowing I need to learn more. And the Visiting Scholars Exchange connected me up with Dr. Marjorie Mao, who's over at the University of Hawaii, John Zay Burns School of Medicine. And Dr. Mao works health disparities in Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander health. And through that Visiting Scholars Exchange, I was able to go to Hawaii, actually shadow some of Dr. Mao's investigators who were working with Native Hawaiian communities in Honolulu, learn about specific approaches that were working well for Dr. Mao's work and her team's work, and then establish a collaboration with Dr. Mao, which also then led to collaborations with the University of Hawaii's Biostatistical Core, and they've now come on to help us and consult with some of our projects that have come out of our pilot study work.
One of the things I think that's really fantastic about the Mountain West CTR-IN group is how much of a really collaborative and interdisciplinary research community it is. So you have people from 13 different institutions across 7 states in a wide range of fields all coming together to look at this big picture of how do we translate what we know from basic science, from bench to bedside, and how do we take clinical research, do really high quality, good science, and then utilize that to improve healthcare.
It's been really critical for allowing me to expand my network of collaborators, both from individuals within the CTR-IN consortium, but also beyond that, to really start to create not only a local and national research profile, but extending the influence of our work to an international level and really starting to get some recognition and really starting to get our work out there so that people are aware of what we're doing in this region.
Pilot grant process has really helped me in my work in one aspect because of my teaching of graduate students. I can use real-world examples taken from my own research to illustrate the different points that I'm teaching the PhD and the DNP nursing students. So that's been really helpful on the academic side. It has also kind of forced me, as I look at R01 funding, I'm needing new additional study sites, and so I've really had to do some networking, meeting new people and collaborating with people to build into that R01. So I feel like I have a much broader group of collaborators within the CTR-IN that was not a group of universities I was very familiar with, and so it's really helped in that respect as well.
It's been really the most remarkable thing about the CTR-IN There are connections that have been made that are transformative to me and my colleagues. I've met people that are thinking along the same lines, dealing with the same challenges, and they're brilliant. I mean, there are people that I would never have connected to that are outstanding in their fields, and they get it. They get what we need to do for our states. So being able to connect with these folks in many different ways, formally with grants, but also sitting down and having a meal with them at a meeting like this can actually be the basis of a very new collaboration and new projects. Really turning those initial contacts into something really big and sustainable. I think we can do things, we can learn from each other what the best practices are and make sure that they get distributed across a network. Don't reinvent the wheel 13 times. Find out what works best and then use the power of this network to spread it out. We can do that in a fast way and a very effective way. To me, that's really exciting because that's all about efficiency and effectiveness and not just noodling around and reinventing stuff, but actually making a difference to health in our communities. I think we can do it much faster and smarter and have more fun doing it.